Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Imagine this. A dad turns bath time into an epic naval battle. My son wanted paper boats, but I ended up reenacting the 1853 Battle of Sinop in my bathtub. 30 boats, epic waves, and cannonball arms. It was a whirlwind of splashes and imagination until my wife walked in. Imagine the look on her face when she saw her husband hosting a full-on water. Why, instead of watching their son? Spoiler. The Turkish fleet didn't suffer the worst defeat. I did when she handed out consequences for my battle tactics. Ever been saved by a guy in a hoodie? I have. I was just minding my own business, walking home when bam, 3 thugs decide I look like a punching bag. Just as I'm about to register for the knockout club, a mysterious hoodie hero swoops in like he's in an action movie. He sends them running faster than my last jog. Little did I know, 2 years later, those big gray eyes would be right next to me, and I'd find out she's a wrestling champ. Talk about a plot twist in romance. Ever tried distracting a kid from heavy news? I've got a 6-year-old sister who just heard she has more tumors than a horror movie. After surgeries and chemo, we thought we'd won the battle. Nope. Doctor calls. Says whatever we're doing is pointless. So here I am meanwhile, Netflixing as mom's losing it in the next room. Side note, why is mom always stronger than the villains in cartoons? Moral of the story, sometimes laughter really is the best medicine. Unless it's cartoon time. Ever seen a love story between a dude and his dog? Picture this. A guy boards a train, waving goodbye to his parents and shedding tears. But wait, his giant alibi isn't having it. As soon as the train lurched, the pup breaks free and races after it like it's the dog Olympics. Cue all the passengers crying. But just when you think the situation can't get crazier, our hero jumps off at the next stop. Because love knows no distance. Talk about devotion. Ever seen a suit fly out of a window? I did. Picture this. I'm just walking home when suddenly a laptop soars out of a business center window, followed by a guy in a suit bouncing into a flower bed. He pops up, limping and ripping off his tie like a scene from an action movie. I mean, who needs a dramatic exit, right? I just stood there for 5 minutes contemplating life and where I can find my own personal business center hero. They should really start paying these guys hazard pay. Ever seen a fisherman turn into a superhero? I just watched one. A guy tosses a bag from a bridge like it's garbage, but wait, our hero, the fisherman, strips down faster than a toddler at bath time and dives in. He surfaces with a puppy. Yes, a puppy. Then, in a dramatic twist, he ditches his fishing rod for this pooch. Who needs fish when you can have Fido? So, next time you see a bag in the water, remember, you might just save a furball. Ever asked your dad to roast you like a chicken? I did. My dad, with a sense of humor and a few drinks in him, thought it was hilarious to stick me in the oven. Don't worry, it was off. When my mom called, he played it up, saying I was baking. Next thing you know, she's rushing home smelling burnt child in the hallway. She bursts in, panicking, only to find me snoozing, while dad enjoys his beer watching TV. Talk about a family reunion. Note to self, no more roasting requests. Last summer, I went from zero to wheelchair hero. After a life-changing accident. Cue the dramatic music. I survived and found out who my real friends were. Spoiler, not many. Then she showed up, the queen of my heart. Together, we blew the dance floor up, or should I say, the dance wheel. Our first dance as newlyweds was not your typical twirl. It was 2 wheeled warriors celebrating love. So what's the takeaway? Life doesn't stop. Just change your dance moves. Keep smiling, even if you're rolling. So there we were, smoking hookah and thinking, why not greet the delivery guy as if we were in a gay romance? Stripped down to our undies, collar on the girl, leather wristbands, and a whip for my buddy. When the courier, a terrified 19-year-old, walked in, he handed over the rolls and practically tossed the money at us. Turns out he forgot a 5,000 ruble bill. We chased him down and he screamed, "Don't hit me, please." Who knew roll delivery could come with a side of panic and laughter? No one got fed, but man, did we almost pee ourselves.
Guess what? Being pregnant means having a perfect excuse for everything. Want dried blueberries at 3 a.m.? Sure, why not? It's a magical time when you can demand the absurd without batting an eye. You don't even like dried blueberries, but who cares? Oh, honey, I changed my mind. He thinks he's doing this sweet thing, but little does he know, it's just your pregnancy powers at play. Life hack. When in doubt, blame it on being knocked up. You get what you want, and he thinks he's a hero. Sounds like a win-win, right?
Ever buy a car and hear a mystery rattle? My friend did. A brand new Japanese Camry. Shiny and perfect, until it started making a sound that would annoy a flock of geese. He took it to the service diagnosed like an expert, and they said nothing's wrong. But it wasn't until he consulted some car wizards that things took a hilarious turn. They disassembled the whole car, and what did they find? A hidden bag of bolts with a note. Found it. 5 points, Sherlock. Just another day in Russia, folks. Need a wife to work abroad? No problem. I stood by a registry office calling out to random girls like I was selling hot dogs. One brave soul showed up with her passport. Who knew? A risky lady turned out to be the perfect partner. Now here I am in Washington, married to my spontaneous bride and living my best and most absurd life with her and our adorable daughter. But wait, the best part? My wife still thinks this is just a business transaction. Stay tuned for our hilariously awkward family life.
Ever had one of those mornings where you look like roadkill? Yeah, me too. I was feeling like a cow chewed me up and spat me out. No mood, just my luck. Stuck in traffic, crying over a breakup. Suddenly, a kid in the car ahead holds up a sign. Get it together, loser. Talk about a wake-up call. But then, he raises another note and says, he's a jerk. Kids sure know how to deliver the truth. So, I gave him a thumbs up because, honestly, he should be giving me life advice. Ever have a day so bad you could cry on a stranger's shoulder? I was sobbing down the street when a random guy just patted me on the head and said, everything will be all right. Like, dude, who are you? My therapist? So there I am, crying into his chest for 10 minutes. Then, instead of asking for my number, he just walks me home and wishes me happiness. What a plot twist. Moral of the story: not all heroes wear capes, some just walk around patting heads and spreading good vibes.
So, there's this girl and guy walking, right? She's worried about falling on ice. Asks if he's okay. He's like, I've got balance. Then boom, she teases him about knocking him down. Instead, he bends her down and kisses her. Plot twist. Her eyes go wide. Looks like someone just launched out of the friend zone like a rocket. Who knew ice could spark romance? Note to self: always walk home with a balance master. You might just end up with a smooch. So, I was ready to propose to my girlfriend, ring and all. But guess what? My cat decided it was a snack. I thought, no worries, I'll just wait till it comes out. Fast forward to cat barf this morning, and surprise, the ring is back. My girlfriend sees it and asks, is that a ring? And I'm like, yep, will you marry me? Talk about a proposal that came out. Literally, she didn't want to wear the ring right away, but hey, I gotta. Yes, imagine this. A Jeep slides on ice, gently knocks over a sweet grandma, and the driver freaks out. He's cursing her, yelling about his bumper like it's a crime scene. Meanwhile, Grandma is just chilling in the snow, listening to this guy throw a tantrum. But wait for it, like a scene from an action movie. Her cane flies right out of the snow and smacks him where it hurts. He drops like a sack of potatoes, and Grandma, she just dusts herself off, grabs her stuff, and struts away like a boss. Who needs a superhero when you have a grandma?
Ever met a fashion criminal who's a pro at stealing? Picture this. A 41-year-old woman strolls into a store, claims she lost her wallet, and surprise, the non-existent cameras can't catch her. They were just props. So, she casually walks out with a dress like it's a grocery bag. Who knew shoplifting could be this creative? Note to self: next time, lose the wallet, not the dress.
Imagine waking up from a coma to find your childhood friend took over your life. Yep, I was out cold while my family was happily signing my death warrant. But guess who's a real-life superhero? My bestie Katya. She bribed the docs, pulled a Houdini, and saved my life. Surprise, new wife, Sammy May. I woke up to her smiling face instead of an ex-wife's frown. Tota. Who knew a coma could be the best thing that ever happened to me? Plot twist. I actually got an upgrade in my life software. Talk about a system reboot.
Did you know your neighbor could be a treasure trove? I always did nice things for my sweet old neighbor: grocery runs, chats, and treats. Then, she sadly passed away. Her kids came over and said, "Guess what? She left you her old piano." Cool, right? But wait for it. A week later, I opened it up and found a secret bag of jewelry inside, with a note that read, "Gold should be in kind hands." So it turns out my musical talent might just pay off in bling. Who knew old pianos could be so lucrative?